what's up? I'm an empathetic chicken. I'm getting ready for work, but I want to say some things. So, I mean, another takeaway that I had from my session yesterday, like it's kind of like a spin-off of my last little video I did last night, where I was talking about showing up and like reasons that I don't. And I mentioned how I was making my deck and all that. Sorry, I'm all in your face. Put on my shoes. But, and how I'm so close to being done, but I just keep stalling. And, like, I was talking to the lady about the difference between this deck and the last deck that I made, which is Chicken Transition Oracle. And I said, like, because I didn't really question that one as much as I am this one when I was making it. I mean, that one took a lot longer. Like, it was like 4 years, or maybe not 4 years in the making, like maybe 2 or 3. I don't remember now. But, yeah. I just kind of went with it, and like, when it was done. I didn't really have this issue that I'm having now. Where is my water bottle? That's the current issue I'm having. But anyway, like, the difference was that I kind of was able to pinpoint was that with that one, I had just been in school. It was based on, like, all the theories and things that I had been reading about. It was like other people were agreeing, well, not really agreeing with me, but like they had already put out these ideas and they were established as like legit, you know, because they were in a published format. Like, other people had agreed with them enough, you know, for it to be studied and a theory and all that stuff. I think I'm clear. But like, with this deck, like, so that deck was based on like those ideas, and though like that, those kind of beliefs and stuff are not really like widespread or whatever, there were still enough people, and I had like a community through my therapy program that sort of supported, you know, that line of thinking. So it felt more like, you know, secure or whatever. So like, whereas now, like, I still have that foundation of belief, but like, I've just been going at life on my own more so. I mean, we're never like truly alone, because like we have interactions and people and things and all that. But like, I've just kind of taken what I've known and just kind of like applied it directly into life or whatever, and just like have had these insights with like myself and like, I guess, the universe or whatever you want to believe or whatever. I believe sometimes that there's something like communicating with me. I'm not even gonna say something insulting to myself about that like I normally would, but yeah, so this was like my direct experience versus like reading a book. And so I think that's the difference this time. It's like I'm not being backed by the outside, like, and I'm not saying this is all like solely from me, like my ideas are solely my own, because I'm clearly like influenced by everything that I've been through and read, and you just can't separate those things. But it's just like with this creation, it's more of just like a personal experience driven. I mean, the other one was too, but it's just like different. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, I'm pacing because I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. All right, I'm sorry. Lunch. I need lunch. Ooh, broke some. Yeah. So this one, I have to like trust myself more and actually feel that I'm worthy of sharing the deck and like the insights that I have put into it. Because like, you know, hopefully I've made that clear. But I remember like from my training, there is, just to bring it back, because I gotta support my ideas with something outside of me. No, really there is no outside. It's only like, you know, illusion, but it's a helpful way to explain things. I'm gonna take me a pizza. I don't even care. Easy peasy, man. But, yeah, there was this concept, just because it ties in, I'm not trying to, like, justify anything. But, like, in, can't remember, I think it's narrative therapy. Oh, narrative therapy or social constructionism, which like you don't have to understand like those terms or whatever. It's just like basically we like I think it was social constructionism because that's titled in the narrative therapy theories or whatever. But of like legitimization and how, you know, we build things, like we construct concepts through like people agreeing to them and, you know, through shared experience pretty much. And there are different little pockets of that, and that's how different little ideas and theories are born or whatever. But the more people you can get to agree with you, the more legit you seem. So that's how like laws have become, you know, so influential, and like the government and all that. It's just like you get enough people on board, you got some powerful influence. So like back to how this ties into me, it's just kind of like I'm introducing these ideas, and I'm not saying that like no one else believes in them, but like no one else around me is kind of like reflecting this, like my ideas that I put in this deck. But I have like personally like received these insights like from the universe. I sound like a freaking cult leader or something, whatever. I'm sure other people somewhere can relate. But yeah. So the difference is there's not like all these books to back me up or like people, and I'm having to trust that like my experience alone is like enough and worthy to put out these ideas, like just because I want to and just because, you know, I lived it. And that means it's something. Like I don't have to have the approval of a lot of people, even though that's kind of like what we're taught and what seems to bring, you know, that legitimacy to ideas and things, whatever. So yeah, but it's just another excuse for me to not trust myself, because it's like, oh, no one else thinks the way that I do, so like I can't be vulnerable, like that would like be too scary. But yeah. So I don't know if this relates to anyone else at the moment, but it relates to me because I'm trying to do this whole like start my own business thing and share things to help like alternative healing. I want people to help themselves and stop like, I mean, I ain't trying to stop people from doing things that work for them, but if you're anything like me and you stop yourself from doing a lot of things, it's because you feel like no one else like supports you, or like you can't, like, you're not allowed to like be different because other people have a problem with it or seem to have a problem with it just because of what they know. If you're like that, then whatever. This is for you. Oh, what do I need? I've opened this fridge about 60 times, and that is not very like energy conscious. So I'm gonna get back to my little work day because I got to get to work now, and I'll make sure I ain't forgetting them because I gotta have my snacks. So yeah. Anywho, I'm learning. I'm getting through my little barriers in here, and I'm gonna get this deck finished. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I believe in me. I believe in you. Let's do this thing.